Hey everyone, it's Average Gatsby, and welcome to another issue of Engineering the Asylum, the Reaper IFF mission. So, last time, right when I ended the video, I tried to adjust the order of my powers, and, had a catastrophic crash, so dropped me out of the game, and I had to do that whole last section I just showed you over again. So I might have a little bit more meta-gel than I did before. I don't know for sure. It's probably 1. But I will try not to play bad and, have to use it. So, anyway, let's get started in this section. So I'm going to come up here, and, I know that they're going to be coming around any second now, and it's going to be the same strategy as before, except we're going to put our allies out of the way of the scions shots, and, basically, I'll have Shepard stand out here, because I know that Shepard can sort of go back and forth and, dodge the scion shots, but as far as the, my squad mates, I don't want them to be exposed to the scion's fire. Talk about how good Shepard is at dodging, and then, I instantly get taken out. So, anyway, alright. Let's get Grunt out in front. On it. We will... another thing, you notice I'm not using a concussive shot. I could be doing that, but I kind of want Grunt at any time to have the option to turn on his fortification by himself. So that's the main reason why I'm not using that. And I'm at range here, and, I brought my sniper rifle along. There is a reason for that. The Viper is just absolutely fantastic at taking out armor. Almost as good as the Widow. Definitely better than the Mantis. So, and when you don't have to be accurate like this, and you can just sort of fire it on whoever, you'll notice that I actually like to no-scope this weapon sometimes. I feel like they give you enough ammo that that's, totally acceptable. Not a good idea right there, though. There we go. Oops, getting a little bit of trouble here, but just back up and... Alright. So it looks like we probably only have a few husks left at this point. I had more to do the cryoblast, but alright there. So let's, we'll just wait and fight them one at a time. And alright, let's see what we got here. Cast drone on the scion there, and just to hold him back a little bit longer, and then we'll just take these out one at a time, This may not be the fastest way to get through this section, but it's definitely a, a safe way. It's definitely a, something that can be reliably repeated. And I saw that the scion was in the middle of all those explosive containers, so I just thought I'd fire and incinerate. Just gotta get out of here. We'll use concussive shot right there. Concussive shot's good when you kind of need that emergency, shot. Look how much ammo they give you up here, Don't be afraid of, spending your ammo. So we'll have my allies attack. And as soon as I recover, I'll come around the corner. I'll cast drone out. There we go. Drone will keep them distracted, and then, I'll just unload. I didn't miss so much. Alright, we'll cast out drone again, and, notice I'm just, I can just no-scope a lot of this stuff. If I was a little bit closer, that's what I would be doing. Let's use the meta gel just to make sure, I don't run into any problems here. There we go. Ooh, that was a close one. Cast out drone again, and, just unload. There we go. If you have any weapon that you picked is, really good for taking down those scions right there. The heavy pistol, once again, another great option, so... Alright, we're getting towards the final section, and as you've seen all my other strategies, I think you know what's coming right here. I'll throw a drone on those and right away. And, might as well use the explosive containers, but I don't actually want my allies to hang out there. I want Grunt right here, Grunt right there, and not Morden, and then I kind of want Morden back a little bit. He'll stand here, and I'm going to stand in this corner. And this is just going to create a really confusing situation for the husks. Looks like I need to move grunt, actually. Well, that might have caused me a little bit of problems, but I think we're okay so far. Let's back up a little bit. Alright, let's see here. I'll throw a drone on the nearest scion, and then, you know, just start unloading with my Viper. You can see there's kind of a little gap right here, so I can kind of get away without, you know, doing too much in the way of dodging. Now the husks are starting to come up, so we'll start using the cryo on them. Got those two, and then you know, I was hoping to pick up another one with that incinerate, but I missed out. Alright, let's switch back to my pistol here. Alright, so we got these two, and pop the incinerate, and I'll use Morton's incinerate right there. I've got my own cryo almost ready. There we go. You know, it's pretty simple strategy. Fortunately, you know, at this point, you have so much room. You know, I advise take it. You know, back up as much as you can. You know, make them run around, try to follow you, and you know, well, we can take out that scion. Might as well get rid of him. All right, just single shot right there with the pistol, and then finish him off with the cryoblast, and we'll move. We'll get back into position. Hopefully. Well, it looks like we've got a few more husks. I was hoping that we wouldn't have to fight anymore, but, you know. Well, let's see, they're grouping together. I'll throw out my incinerate, then, didn't realize I could target that, but get him with my own cryo, and then incinerate cryo combo again. Alright, and it looks like, well, we've just got about one scion left there, and hopefully I'll be able to pick up, I'll be able to kill the rest of these husks really quickly. I think, you know, they should be ending sometime soon. Alright, there we go. Pop my drone again, and, you know, I'll just have me and Morden, you know, finish him off.
Not a problem.
And as you can see, all these sections would have been real simple had I been using the avalanche the whole time. Just a burst fire, and then I think we're done. Yeah.
Only remaining task is destruction of last effect core.
All right. Now I could just wait and fit this in on the next video, but you know what? I'm pretty good at this boss. I think I can fit it in right here. The strategy isn't too difficult for the boss. It's you basically want to pick one of the platforms, one of the side platforms, and just stay on it. You can you know, move around from platform to platform, but I find it's a lot better if you just pick one and then have your allies stand on two of the bridges right in the middle and kind of prevent them from crossing. So we'll get the Reaper IFF, and I'll hack this real quick. Might edit this out if this takes too long. Alright. Haha, well, doesn't matter. Okay, we've got about 2 minutes. I think I can do this. Let's go for it. So the best thing to do is as soon as you start, you want to get out of that starting position. You know, where you start in this level is absolutely terrible. It's, you know, it's just not a good position for you or your allies. So as you can see, you know, I'm placing my allies down there, and then I'm going to be using, you know, my allies' abilities to kill these husks, and trying as much as I can to move around a lot. That's, you know, I can't back up, so I try to move lengthwise and whatnot. Let's see, they look close enough. You know, always try to be aware of the Reaper core. Let's see, we'll help out Grunt right there, and you know, take out some of the husks. Grunt, you need to use fortification. Sometimes he gets a little bit too crazy and, you know, doesn't use his fortification when I need him to. We'll freeze these husks. Let's see if this will actually open. Maybe we can finish this. Alright, I hear the sound effect. There we go. don't even aim when you're shooting at this Reaper core. It's not, you're not gonna miss. Just fire everyone's abilities at it. Alright, well, it looks like I'm gonna run out of time here. So, I'm Average Gatsby. Hope you enjoyed. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and give me any feedback you like. And I will resume exactly where I picked off. Have a great day.